In about 1 minute, we will start the historic preamble ramble to the Viva NashVegas radio show featuring William Covington. Everybody clap for William Covington. And back to the hospitality desk behind William Covington, David Spaulding Jr. Now I will go back to the soundboard.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Ready?
All right. Good morning, you all. Give yourself a big round of applause. We welcome you this morning. We're here to have a good time, so we want you all to have a great time. We want you to yell, stomp, yodel, clap, dance. I don't care what you do. Just really have a good time, all right? Now, Mr. William Covington here is going to help us with a couple of signs, and the first one is, William, where are we?
We are.
And please say it when you see it, please.
Ready? Here we are.
Viva Nash Vegas! All right. Now the next one we've got, a little visual here. And do it when you see it, please. William? Clap! All right, what a crowd, William. How about that, man?
I'll do that one again.
I mean, we got a crowd this morning. All right, now let's go over a few things. Your seating is open. We do ask that you keep the aisles a little bit clear. You can find the exit where you,
Front of the store here where you come in at.
that's where you come in. You're going to find a cold drink machine. Where, William?
At the front desk, just to the left of the register.
All right, now we do ask that you turn your cell phones off or on
Yes,
mute.
you put it on.
Yeah, William, you're a culprit. Yours off.
Yes, I got mine off already.
All right. Now, I don't expect the lights to go out, but if they do, we do have emergency lighting, and I will get you out of the building. There is quite a bit of filming going on. You'll see cameras and monitors set up everywhere. So
We have one over here, we have one over here, and we do have them roaming from time to time.
yeah, so just be a little cognizant of that.
And also cameras, still cameras from time to time.
Now, William, the audience is going to find the comfort areas.
To my right, down this little narrow hallway,
One's labeled
one is labeled men,
and the other.
employees only.
So ladies, use your discretion on that, okay? Now, we don't expect a flood today, but still, remember, don't use your chair for a flotation device in case you see some water. Now, William, the popcorn,
Popcorn is over to my right, and it is free for anyone.
fresh and free over there. Now, with all that said, the host of the Viva Nash Radio Show
Will be George Hamilton the Fifth.
yes,
That's me. How y'all doing today? No way, Dale made it. Yeah, we got a very special day today. Lots of people, lots of traffic, but of course, that's what you expect in America's #1 small town.
the South's #1 town.
That's right. Give you all yourselves a hand. Come on. Let's try that again and try out the clap sound.
Yeah!
Well, we got lots of special surprises today, but we're going to go ahead and start the show. We've had some requests, but I decided I would sing a song anyway.
Good for you, George.
At this point, we're going to bring out the Heavenly Choir to start the show off in the traditional, yet primitive way.
Yes, Heavenly Choir.
Come on out here, Heavenly Choir. Today we have a four-piece Heavenly Choir. One more clap sign, please. And this is spontaneous. We have no way of knowing where it will end up.
Oh, boy.
Are you ready, Heavenly Choir? Here we go. Radio show live from the historic Handy Hardware, beautiful downtown Franklin, Tennessee. Can you say Viva Nash Vegas?
Viva Nash Vegas!
Yeah.
So much fun. Well, I'll tell you what, I had some plans to sing a song, but I decided it'd be much better if Supe Granda would come out here and sing a song for us. Get your put it together, Supe. We have many special guests today. David Spalding, what have you been doing all week long? David, ladies and gentlemen, David Spalding is also known as a man of constant leisure. He is a man of constant leisure. He's David Spalding Jr.
No paycheck, no time card, just living my life on credit.
Quite amazing. You know, what we have been working on, and during the show today, we will be spotlighting something special that's happening at Handy Hardware. You know, there's always something special going on at Handy Hardware, historic Handy Hardware in beautiful downtown Franklin, Tennessee. We need the camera lady to get our Ustream on. The camera for Ustream seems to be off. It's on. So hello, Ustream. I can't see you, but you can see me. We want to talk about something that's special that is going on, and that is something called the Hillbilly Music Museum. How about a hand for David and the son? New exhibits are being added daily in the back room of historic Handy Hardware. You really need to come and visit sometime at the Hillbilly Music Museum. They say you could spend a week and still not see it all. I think we're doing our Ustream one more time. Wait a minute, here comes Ustream. Okay. Ustream, I hope you can see me, because now we missed the part about the Hillbilly Music Museum. But this is time for a special guest on the Viva NashVegas radio show. This man really needs no introduction, except you may remember him as Supe Claus, because he was here at our Christmas special about a year ago as Supe Claus. Supe, you're unbelievable, but he is fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Supe Granda.
Biscuits and gravy, bacon and eggs.
Yeah.
Whole pot of coffee, down to the dregs. When I get out of bed, my belly begs for biscuits and gravy, bacon and eggs. I'm going fishing with my buddy Bill. I won't catch nothing, he probably will. Before we get started, we fill our hollow legs with biscuits and gravy, bacon and eggs. Then I've got a date with my girl. She is the funniest girl in the world, with big fat feet and skinny legs. But she can make biscuits and gravy, bacon and eggs. Biscuits and gravy, bacon and eggs. Whole pot of coffee, down to the dregs. When I get out of bed, my belly begs for biscuits and gravy, bacon and eggs. Sitting in a diner in Tennessee, in walks a man, hungry as can be. He walked all the way from Winnipeg for biscuits and gravy, bacon and eggs. Now some folks like pancakes and some folks like toast, and I'm here to tell you what I like the most. Ain't a bunch of beans like they serve in the Navy. It's bacon and eggs, biscuits and gravy. Biscuits and gravy, bacon and eggs. Whole pot of coffee, down to the dregs. When I get out of bed, my belly begs for biscuits and gravy, bacon and eggs. That's biscuits and gravy, bacon and eggs. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri, which you may or may not know is home headquarters of the Mel Bay Music Empire. Right? When I was young, I went and I bought my picks and strings and guitar chords and instruction books from Mel Bay.
Right here.
You guys know about Mel Bay? Anyway, so I wrote this song, and I had Chet Atkins cut it before he passed, and he did a lot of guitar books with Mel Bay. Yeah. And this is my version of the song. Now, usually I wrote it in the spirit of Homer and Jethro, so you can imagine Homer over here or Jethro over here. Mel Bay, where are you today? We surely would have never, ever learned how to play. Mel Bay, where in the world you been? Well, I've been trying so damn hard to play this mandolin. They tell me that it's easy if I buy your book. So I'm hiking down to the music store to take myself a look. Mel Bay, oh, where are you today? We surely would have never, ever learned how to play. Well, I bought your book, tried to learn how to play the fiddle. I learned a song about this cat named Hey Diddle Diddle. Then I went to Bruins and I bought me ukulele. I learned to play curly shell ukulele lady. Mel Bay, oh, where are you today? We surely would have never, ever learned how to play. Take it! Oh, yeah. Wow. On page 21, taught us how to play a C. On page 22, taught us how to play a D. But lordy, oh lordy, we never learned to play an E. Cause some guy in the outhouse stole page 23. Well, Bay, where are you today? We surely would have never, ever learned how to play. Spread out. Stay seated, please. On the first page of your manual, tell us how to hold a pick. Gotta hold it in this manner, firmly in your grip. And now we're happily strumming along in the key of A. We're reading from the Bible according to Mel Bay. Mel Bay, oh, where are you today? How to play. Mel Bay, oh, where are you today? We surely would have never, ever learned how to play. Thank you. More?
Now I'll turn my switch on. Of course you can, Supe. Supe?
Would you like to?
Oh wait, who is your co-singer gonna be? Is that Carol Ann Turney?
My cousin.
Thank you. I'll leave you alone. Carol Ann, you got stuck in the traffic. Where were you at when the traffic hit? Try that microphone over there, or
Okay.
yes.
Where was I when the
Talk into the microphone. We're on TV. This is live television.
Live television.
If I am, I may not be catching the setup to this joke, but all I know to tell you is that right around where, like, that stuff is.
That stuff that's square.
You know, yes. And it just, you know, where that stuff is,
It's a
and then all of a
statue.
sudden you can't go any further, and then Matt Hatcher, it was like just a big
Construction.
release. It's like the zit was popped, and we could go for it.
Well, that was all the people coming to the show today. This place is packed. Give yourself a hand. So, thank you for leading the people and following them to historic Andy Hart Grant, beautiful downtown Franklin, Tennessee, for the Viva Nash Vegas radio show. Here is Supe Granda and Carol Ann.
We have to get her dressed at this point.
I'm
cook,
I'll bake a
cake, and I'll read a book. Then I'll make some dinner and you read a book. We like to bake and cook.
I like to bake whenever I can. Roll up the dough and throw it in the pan. When the timer goes off, make no mistake, I like to bake.
And I like to cook by the seat of my pants with only the finest ingredients. I don't use a recipe or give a cookbook a look. I like to cook. We like to bake. We like to cook.
I'll bake a cake,
And I'll read a book. Then I'll make some dinner and you read a book. We like to bake and cook. Life is good, by golly, by Jove.
I use the oven,
And I use the stove. When we get together, our kitchen smells good. We like to bake and cook.
sorry about that.
We like to bake, we like to cook.
I'll bake a cake,
And I'll read a book. Then I'll make some dinner and you read the book. We like to bake and cook. We like to cook, we like to bake.
I'll make some muffins.
Then I'll grill a steak. Don't try to call us, our phone's off the hook. We like to bake and cook.
Yes!
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for listening to me. And remember, if I don't see you in the future, I'll see you in the pasture.
The one and only Supe Granda with Caroline Turney. Supe, there was somebody else who was here with you today. Let me walk over here while David Spalding tells a joke.
David, are you okay?
Yeah, Brian, yeah. A joke, okay? You are the joke? I'm not the joke. I don't really have a joke that I can tell in this set. He said that everyone that came to mind was everyone that should not be said.
Well, you know, they did nominate us as Franklin as Southernest town.
The best city in the South.
How do you got any comments on that?
Well, they voted as number one. And do you know who we beat out for that?
Oh, yeah. Is it up there? Savannah, Georgia.
Savannah, Georgia?
Yes.
That's right.
So you mean we're number one?
Yes.
We're number one.
You know, I've been waiting for the chance to do this at the show. If you would please chant along with me, we're number one. We're number one! We're number one! We're number one! We're number one! That's right, we're number one. But you know, guest number one is bringing out a special surprise guest, who is guest number 3 actually. Even though Caroline Turney is not officially a guest, she's actually a member of the Viva NashVegas radio show Players. Caroline, what is that thing called? Is that a python?
It's a boa.
A boa.
Does it bite?
No,
Do you?
it depends.
Is that a real diamond on your finger?
Yes.
Very, very beautiful. That is the Hope Diamond, and you somehow brought that with you to the show, and I love that. William, what would you have told her if we were doing the WPS? No, the CPS, Covington Positioning Services System. How would you have told the people to get past Mac Hatcher? William knows all the roads in Franklin, and now in a brief synopsis, he'll tell you how to avoid the traffic jam on Mac Hatcher.
Today, there was no way.
There was no way.
Wait a minute.
Everybody was coming in trying to bypass the situation, and it jammed up everything.
Shoot, so down Franklin Road.
Just really wasn't a way.
Come down Franklin Road, come right through there. Yeah.
Well, how about a hand for William Covington and David Spalding Jr. They've always had good driving instructions. Sue, come on out here. We've got to have you back because after doing material like that, you deserve even more time. You are fantastic. Supe Granda! You got a special friend with you. Let me see. Do I need another microphone? Over here?
No. Yeah?
Okay. I'll put this microphone over here.
Is that your son?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to introduce this special guest. We've been trying to get you on our show, and this is just a small special guest spot because he's coming back to be featured.
Keep meeting Kroger.
We meet in Kroger.
That's where we get these things set up.
We'll remind you, the Kroger over here and the other Kroger is kind of near the Goodwill store. Today, everything is 50% off in honor of the Viva Nash Vegas radio show at the Goodwill store.
Yeah, so go right over there and tell them that.
All over the world.
They know us, believe me.
Independence Square.
And now, the one and only Supe Granda with Walter Egan.
Walter!
Hey! Thank you very much, Heggy V. That's how I know your name. Supe, my old friend, actually my oldest friend here in Nashville. I've been here now since '97, so I'm almost a native. I'm working on it. We're going to do a song by a guy that you should know, a guy named Tom T. Hall.
Yep.
Made famous by a guy named Graham Parsons. Well, I can't dance, I never could. I guess my feet don't match. I be out there on the floor, but I'm afraid of hurting my back. Well, I can't dance, I guess I'm just one of the unfortunate few. So just for a little bit, baby, I'll come out and dance with you. I can't dance, feeling so good. Well, some of us can, some of us can't, some of us wish that they could dance. I can't dance, I guess I'm just one of the unfortunate few. So just for a little bit, baby, I come out and dance with you. All right. Yeah! Woo!
Play that thing.
I can't dance, and I'm feeling so good. Well, some of us can, some of us can't, some of us wish that we could dance, but I can't dance. I guess I'm just one of the unfortunate few. So just for a little bit, baby, I come out and dance with you. I suggest for a little bit, baby, I come out and dance with you. Just for a little bit, baby, I come out and dance with you. Yeah! Thank you very much. Walter Egan, ladies and gentlemen, greatest audience in the world.
Supe Granda and Walter Egan. I want to remind you, we like to put a focus on music from Williamson County and Franklin, Tennessee. You may recall that Tom T. Hall, I believe he lives in Williamson County, am I right?
Oh, of course, George, yeah.
We love Williamson County. We love beautiful downtown Franklin. We love historic Handy Hardware. And we love our next guests who are getting ready to come up on stage because when we first heard them, we knew they'd be back by popular demand. And that's what we wrote on Facebook. How many of y'all visit our Facebook site, www.facebook.com/Viva Nash Vegas Radio Show? Let me see you raise your hands. Wow,
We got
that's
a
cool.
big savvy crowd.
Yeah, well, it's beautiful. You know, David, you've listened quite a bit to the music by these next two people coming up on stage. What do you think? It brings you to tears often.
Well, I don't know about tears, but it brings joy to my heart.
You're not really the crying kind, are you?
No, I'm the strong type.
You know, you probably are thinking, when are they going to try this one more time? Because,
What?
well, I was wondering when you're going to be bringing in your duck calls and doing something like that. Ladies and gentlemen, David Spalding. He made an anonymous phone call one time, and then he showed me the duck calls, and I figured, well, you know what? Why don't we call him the anonymous duck caller, David Spalding Jr.?
You know, George, that was our first show. The first show we ever did.
Talk on the microphone, please.
The mic's not on. The first show that we ever did, I was the anonymous duck caller. I forgot that. That's almost 2 years ago, folks. Almost 2 years ago. Yeah.
Have you gotten any better since then?
Yeah.
Can you do some kind of anonymous duck call for us now? David likes to, you know, he's going to show you something. Right. And you can see that video. New Year's Eve, he did that in our driveway by the little, we had some kind of a fire in an oil can, and we were freezing out there.
We were freezing.
That was right before I got the flu.
Yeah.
But you had something to tell us about the women ducks make a certain call and the male ducks make the other. How does that work?
Well, when you hear the quack of a duck, that's female. Males don't quack.
What do,
Males kind of grunt.
can you simulate once again that conversation you did 2 years ago between a male or a female and a male duck?
Just kind of griping at her.
That was the female.
That's female.
And what does the man say back to the woman? Well, that's more like what you do, but do you have...
That's what they do.
Do you have the call that he does? Is it, you don't have a different thing to blow on, whatever that thing is.
They just go.
Can you get close to the
Woman yells
microphone?
at.
How about another hand for the one and only anonymous duck caller?
Don't do anything.
I think the show needs to move along now with some real talent. Ladies and gentlemen, they got a new record coming together. They're playing tonight over at Kimbrough's. So if you're from Franklin, you've got to go to Kimbrough's tonight to see them. I saw them for like 3 hours straight last time they were here at Kimbrough's, and I still couldn't get enough.
I think they start at 7 tonight.
Yep.
Is that right, Rachel? Tell us a joke, George.
On the bass is Dominic John Davis, and on the vocals and the ukulele and the guitar will be Rachael Davis. Now, she comes from a musical family tradition, as I do, and we may have special surprises as the show goes on, including much better sound than I've already done. Ladies and gentlemen, we give you the one and only Rachael Davis and Dominic John Davis.
Hello, Viva NashVegas. This is my second time on the radio show. I was here like 3 months ago, and this is officially the most fun thing to do on a Saturday morning. I wouldn't rather be doing anything else right now. Find out what they like and how they like it. Let them have it just that way. Find out what they like and how they like it without a word to say. Well, you got to cater to your gal, 'cause if you don't, she'll find another guy to do the things you want. Find out what they like and how they like it. Let them have it just that way. Find out what they like and how they like it. Let them have it just that way. Find out what they like and how they like it without a word to say. Well, you got to use a little more sugar if your jam ain't sweet, or else they'll get their desserts across the street. Find out what they like and how they like it. Let them have it just that way. Find out what they like and how they like it. Let them have it just that way. Find out what they like and how they like it got 'em eating every night. Then you ain't doing your homework right. Find out what they like and how they like it. Let them have it just that way in the morning. Let them have it just that way in the evening. Let them have it just that way. Wow. Thank you, everybody. This one is next. Can I set this here in front of you, Will? Thank you. I did bring a banjo, but I left it over there so you guys don't get nervous. Yes, I'm playing at Kimbrough's tonight. The last time I played here, I also played at Kimbrough's in the evening. It's because I like hanging out in Franklin. You know, you guys are number one. But I'm guessing that the people who voted, you know, in that like vote what was the best city probably didn't have to sit in traffic this morning for an hour. Like everybody who got here today. We relate to Carol Ann. Mm-hmm.
It's okay.
Okay, I'm making a new record, and this is super exciting because it's been like 7 years since I made a record. Because I have a 6.5-year-old child. And I think that has a little bit to do with it. It takes a lot of creative energy. But I'm doing it now. I'm writing songs for it right now, and the recording process is going to happen very soon. And I'm so excited, I can hardly stand it. It's better than Christmas. And I have a crowdsource campaign happening. It's called pledgemusic.com. And if you want to help get the album done, then go to pledgemusic.com and search Rachel Davis in projects. And you can like pick from a list of like exclusives, you know, I mean like you can get like a prize if you want to donate some fun stuff. Like I'll send you a fabulous thrift store find, or for like $25 I'll send you an embarrassing photo of mine. I just took a really good one a couple weeks ago. Oh, it's really amazing. And there's a lot of other fun, like if you do, I can't remember the amount, but you could like, I'll call you and leave a song on your voicemail if you want that. And also like, you know, my dad, he's from India and he makes amazing curry, and I have his curried lentils recipe, and if you're into that, like you could donate, and I could send you like his curried lentils recipe with like our family curry powder mixture, you know, so like there's a lot of, there's fun stuff on there. So check it out. I hope I just sold it. Did I just sell it? Well, I'm gonna try to sell it even further by playing you one of the new songs. Awesome. But brother, I'm alive and well. My good mama said you'd be better off dead if all you care about is your well. That old Ford Model T diesel ride by me. I don't need no long limousine. Champagne is fine. I'll take Burgundy when I don't need money to feel like a queen. I don't turn off my nose or ever run with those that think they're better than the rest. What's a long string of pearls? I got the whole wide world, and who could ask for less? Maybe I live in a ditch, but by golly, I'm rich compared to some others I've seen. Hey, turn up my nose or ever run with those who think they're better than the rest. What's a long string of pearls? I got the whole wide world, and who could ask for less? Maybe I live in a ditch, but by golly, I'm rich compared to some others I've seen. Hey there, Rocky fella, I'm here to tell you I don't need money to feel like a queen. Well, don't call me lazy, no, I'm just a daisy. I don't need money to feel like a queen. Hey, all you ladies and fellas, listen when I tell you I don't need money to feel like a queen. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Yeah, how about another clap?
This is another song that's going to be on the new record, but I wrote it a couple of years ago. I wrote it for my niece Layla. She just turned 10 years old, and she's my favorite little girl in the whole world. And she lives on a farm in northern Michigan, in a little town called Luther. And there's this river that runs by her farm up north. It's a trout fishing river and a canoeing river. It's our favorite. It's our favorite northern Michigan activity is to do anything that has anything to do with the Pine River. It's a small river that goes into a bigger river called the Manistee that then flows into Lake Michigan in on the west side of the state up there in northern Lower Peninsula of Michigan. And when Layla was a little girl, our family is Bunts. That's my dad's family. We're the Buntses, and we all have the Bunts brown eyes. And when Layla was born, she had the Bunts in her, and she's got these brown eyes, but they're lighter. They're like an amber color. They're like light, like yellowish brown with little flecks of brown in them, and they're actually exactly the same color as the water that runs in the Pine River. So when she was little, and you would ask her, like, how old are you? And what's your name? And what's your favorite color? And, like, what color are your eyes? She would say, I have Pine River eyes. And it was the cutest thing you've ever seen. And when she came to visit us, when we still lived in Michigan, she came downstate to visit us for a weekend in the summertime, and we had so much fun. And when she left, when Dominic left to take her to meet her mom halfway between her house and our house, and she was gone, there's this emptiness in the house, and I missed her so much, and I was like, wow, I really love that girl, and I really miss her. And so I knew I had about 2.5 hours of silence, which is a commodity. And so I wrote this song on the ukulele. I took out my ukulele and I wrote this song for Layla. It's called The Girl with the Pine River Eyes. it grows dim in the skies high, and under the moon my heart sings a tune for the girl with the pirate eyes. Then the morning takes her far away. Oh, my clear blue skies will turn to gray. But when she's gone, my heart sings a song for the girl with the pirate eyes. When the morning takes her far away, oh, my clear blue skies will turn to gray. But when she's gone, my heart sings a song for the girl with the pine eyes, for the girl with the pine eyes. Oh yeah.
What do you think about that? Can you stand up? Come on, everybody stand up. Come on. Let's get to your soul. And your shoe soul too. You're the exercise. I'm standing. Okay. You do. I know I have a surprise. Maybe after that one. We'll do the surprise first. We've just not really spoiled the surprise because you all don't know what we're talking about. But there is a good surprise that's getting ready to happen. And it's very interesting because, you know, Rachel went to school at Interlochen up in Michigan. We have some Michigan people in the audience. Who's from Michigan? Let's hear your scream. All right. I found the Michigan people are the nicest people you'll ever meet. How about a hand for Michigan?
They're pretty nice. We're from America's High Five.
America's High Five.
Shaped like a mitten, you know?
Now, so you moved from Michigan. Well, I'll go back in time. But
Okay.
well, now you're in Nashville.
Yep.
Yes.
Before this, you were in Boston.
Before this, I was in Michigan. Before that, I was in Boston.
Are you confused?
Yes.
I thought you. Okay, let's go. So,
I'm from Michigan originally. That's where I grew up. And then when I left the nest, I went to Boston.
exactly.
And then
You were playing on the streets in Boston.
I was, yeah. And when I told, you know, you can go to City Hall and you can get a permit and you can have like a busker's license and you have like a rig and it's like part of the Boston city culture. And when I told my grandma, you know, that I was so excited, I'm like part of like this, you know, like this legacy of Boston street performers. And I told my grandma, you know, that, hey, guess what? I get to play, you know, I'm playing in Harvard Square. And she was like, you're begging? And I was like, no. No.
But from that, then you were within a year or so, you were voted like the #1 singer-songwriter in
Oh
Boston.
yeah. That's I got it was a Boston Music Award. They have a Boston Music Award, and it was Best New Female Singer-Songwriter or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yep.
Now, you know, this all leads back to the original question, which now you understand where I'm coming from. How did you get so much talent?
Yeah. Well, steady diet of whole cakes and.
Would you say it's a family tradition?
It is a family tradition. I come from a musical family.
We don't family traditions here. Have you got a surprise for us?
Yes, actually, I do have a surprise for you guys. Both my parents are music teachers. It's spring break. They're visiting. They're in the crowd right now. Bunsen T.I., do you want to come up and sing a song with me, please? mom and dad.
We have 3 microphones. Is that going to be helpful?
Yep. This is my mom, T.I., and this is my dad, David.
What a treat.
And they have to go home to the snow tomorrow, so yes.
We can handle it.
Poor guys.
We can try to handle it.
This was a song that our friend Sally Rogers wrote when our friend Sally Rogers is a songwriter from the Midwest, and she was friends with my mom. And when I was born, I was born the same day that her father, that Sally's father, passed away. And Sally was the first person to hold me that wasn't a family member when I was born. And when she came back from meeting me, there was a message for her at home that her father had passed away. And when she so she had to get a pack of her stuff and go up north to her father's memorial. And the whole way, it was the beginning of August, and the whole way there was like major summer storms all around. But there was it was a 3-hour drive north, and there was this like hole in the sky where sun was pouring through that followed her the whole way up to her hometown. And she wrote this song there, and she calls it a womb to tomb song. And it's called Circle of the Sun. And I've been singing this with them since I was this big. Babies are born in a circle of the sun, circle of the sun on the birthing day. Babies are born in a circle of the sun, circle of the sun on the birthing day. Clouds to the north, clouds to the south, the wind and the rain to the east and the west. Babies are born in a circle of the sun, circle of the sun on the birthing day. And children speak the first word in a circle of the sun, circle of the sun on the talking day. Yeah, children speak the first word in a circle of the sun, circle of the sun on the talking day. Clouds to the north, clouds to the south, with the wind and the rain to the east and the west. Children speak the first word in the circle of the sun, circle of the sun on the talking day. And children take the first step in a circle of the sun, circle of the sun on the talking day. Children take the first step in a circle of the sun, circle of the sun on the walking day. Clouds to the north, clouds to the south, with the wind and the rain to the east and the west. Children take the first step in the circle of the sun, circle of the sun on the walking day. I hope to be married in the circle of the sun, circle of the sun on my wedding day. I hope to be married in a circle of the sun, circle of the sun on my wedding day. Clouds to the north, clouds to the south, and the wind and the rain to the east and the west. Hope to be married in a circle of the sun, circle of the sun on my wedding day. And I hope to die in a circle of the sun, circle of the sun on my dying day. Spreading my ashes in a circle of the sun, circle of the sun on my dying day. Clouds to the north and the clouds to the south, and the wind and the rain to the east and the west. Spreading my ashes in a circle of the sun, circle of the sun on my dying day. And babies are born in a circle of the sun, circle of the sun on the birthing day. Babies are born in a circle of the sun, circle of the sun on the birthing day. Clouds to the north and clouds to the south, the wind and the rain to the east and the west. Babies are born in the circle of the sun, circle of the sun on the birthing day.
Wow, how about a hand for Rachel Davis and her parents? Yeah. We might have to get them back next time for Back by Popular Demand 2. Are you all ready to hear one more song by Rachel Davis and Dominic John Davis? Come on, give us a hand. Okay. Let's do it. Let's say one more, one more, one more, one more. Three more, baby.
I was chanting too. Oh, wait, okay.
By the way, if you do want to hear more, actually, which you will, you can watch them on NashVegas.tv, which is our YouTube site where we show all the archive videos, and you can look for Rachel Davis, Viva Nash Vegas, and you'll find them on the Viva Nash Vegas show maybe back in January. Now you know why we've had them back so quick, and you know why you've got to go to Kimbro's tonight. What time is it?
Kimbro's. It starts at 7, and my friends Nick D. Sebastian and Forrest O'Connor are playing the first set, and then we're playing at 8 o'clock.
Wow, and how do you, I mean, when I watched you, how do you find so much energy in your voice? You just keep on going straight through for at least an hour or more before you even take a break.
It's an illusion.
Magic.
You know, it produces energy. That's why.
It is energy is blues. It is Rachel Davis. Come on.
I had the banjo over there, and I figured I brought it, and you know, even though I'm playing it, I hope that you guys will ask me back. Red is the rose in yonder garden grows, and green is the lily of the valley, and clear is the water that flows from the leaf. But my love is fairer than come over the hills, my darling blue-eyed boy. Come over the hills to your blue, and you choose the road, and I'll take the vow, and I'll be your true love forever. It was down in the weeping valley we did stray, with the moon and the stars all shining in the arms of the night, cradled like a babe. You swore you'd be my love forever. And it's not for the parting that my sister pays, and it's not for the grief of my mother, for it is all of the loss of my darling blue-eyed boy, that my heart is broken forever. than any. Thank you. That's Dominic John Davis. Rachel.
All right, I know it's going to be a long, late night for you guys, but you're one of the Kimberlys back in Tennessee. Frankie Davis and Dominic John Davis. Wow. You know, our show just keeps getting better and better.
Boy, it does.
Because now we have something very special that's even better and better and better than you can expect.
It goes on and on.
And David's Bonjour has a helpful sign that you can read and scream along with us as I hit the microphone stand.
Y'all ready?
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready. Hey, Andy, what's on sale? It's Donna and Andy from historic Andy Hardware.
Really, that's hard, Tony. You're right.
Good afternoon, folks. What a show, huh?
Right.
What a show. This month and next month, we have metal detectors that are on special. We mentioned this last time. We've had some pretty good response from it, haven't we, Don?
Yes, we have.
Good.
We've got metal detectors, certain models that are on sale for $100 to $200 off manufacturer's retail prices, yes.
Boy, you can't beat that.
What do you do with these metal detectors in a place like Franklin? I heard you were somewhere with a metal detector the other day.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of artifacts in this town still left to be found, and we found a few.
See, like a magician, a metal detector person never tells their secrets.
That is correct.
Whoa,
So,
secrets. Yes.
that is true. Donna, we had an issue with the other special. We still do have some shovels on sale for $6.97.
Shovel week.
And, well, it's kind of rolled over into shovel month.
It had to.
Shovel month.
It's my fault. It had to roll into Shovel Month because I reached back into my history and pulled out some Northern on our hardware supplier, and they didn't send us the April specials, so we're just going to continue the February specials.
They actually sent the paperwork and all that cool graphic stuff, but they didn't send the product. So we're stuck with a bunch of paperwork.
Yeah, and no product. So we don't get rain checks here because it doesn't rain at Handy Hardware.
That's right.
No, it just floods.
So I think Donna's got a few. That's it for me, but I think Donna's got a few things she wants to. Yeah, go ahead.
In case you all missed it, there's a man named David in the parking lot, and it's not David Spalding. It's David the Snowball guy.
Snowball, man.
And I have had my snowball this morning. It was root beer, and let me tell you,
Oh,
it was
super
the
great.
best thing
Super
I've ever
great.
had. It was
It's like
awesome.
the New
And you know
Orleans
what?
type snowballs.
And it doesn't matter how cold it is or how warm it is outside, you will love these. So please visit. And now we have a very quick special guest who's here. You may have noticed him. His name is Mark Cornelius. He's
Hold on there, Mark.
He's a local businessman and author. We seem to be breeding them here at Handy Hardware, but Mark has a couple minute spiel that he wants to give you, and then please come visit him before he leaves the building. And before you leave the building, thank you all for coming.
Thank you,
Thank you all. By the way, if you're having trouble finding the shovels, they have metal detectors here that you can find the shovels. Yeah. Wow. It's my only joke. I'm gone now. No, thank you. And yes, I am an author. And by the way, a hard act to follow. Rachel, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Circle of the Sun. That just kind of sent me off to something here. Look at that. Circle of the Sun. Ooh, everybody. Ooh. Ah. Thank you. This is called The Singularity by Mark Cornelius. That's me. Oh, yeah. Thank you very much. The Singularity is a very unusual novel. My first fiction piece. I've been writing for years, some other types of books, but this is my first fiction piece. And it's really about end times. Everybody go, ooh. Okay. End times, but in a very positive manner. What's happening? Okay. What's happening in the universe? Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Is science right? Are those spiritual people out there right? Is there a God? Is there not a God? This book talks about that in a very compelling way, not asking you to believe anything. It's only raising some questions in a fiction, very exciting manner with a lot of thrills, a lot of action involved. Would love for you to pick up a copy of this. You don't need a metal detector to find this one. I'm right out in the front over there, and today this $17 book is only $15 and comes with a free autograph. So, would love to have you all talk about it. If you have questions about the book, I'm out there. And thanks. This is just a lot of fun. I'm really glad to have been a part of this too. So, bless you all. Thank you.
Ooh. Okay, let me hear you all say that. Ooh. Ah. You know, that seems like the proper introduction for this next part of our show. You're probably wondering, wait a minute. What is it?
There's an email that's going around.
There's an email list going around. That's the next part of our show. Let me hear you go, ooh, and ah. Yeah. Last week, no, 2 weeks ago actually, it was a very sad time for me. We thought maybe it was something cataclysmic, because you might have noticed that the piano was vacant 2 weeks ago on the show. Ooh. But the piano pilot is here again.
Yes.
Ah, she was on spring break. Did you all go on spring break? No? Well, you did. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Barbara A. Stone. David Spalding, please come back to the desk. Barbara A. Stone, where did you go on spring break?
Biltmore.
Ah.
American Castle.
That's America's grandest castle.
Royalty. Yes, Vanderbilt.
So you were invited invited there for spring break.
We went to we stayed at Maggie Valley on a mountain. It was really wonderful. And it was a surprise too. So it was really wonderful to see the building. And my granddaughter and I were absolutely wild about the orchids and took about 100 pictures.
Ah, 100 pictures. And you know, while you were there, did you happen to take a ride on the river rafts?
No.
What kind of chapeau are you wearing? That's a hat in English. What kind of chapeau, which is French, are you wearing today?
I'm wearing a boater.
That's why I asked you, did you go on the river rafts?
Oh, I see. No, it...
That was a good joke. That's the type of thing you expect here at Historic Neighborhood.
Confused me there. It's what they wear in England in the boat race. The men all wear these hats, and it's Oxford against Cambridge. And when I wear it, I feel funny because it's mostly men wearing a boater.
But they need to look at you. You make it look fantastic.
Thank you very much.
Today, we're going to play some music. You want to talk about the music?
I'm going to play something that I've never played before, and it's called Feelin' Boogie Woogie. And I've had a bit of tuition from my student, Max Craig. I'd like to mention him. And also from George Holland, who probably is the best jazz piano player. And
He's from England, I believe.
from England.
With your accent, are you from Franklin originally, or where are you from?
I'm from London.
Clap your hands. We need a clap sign. A clap sign. David's one of you.
I'd rather you heard the CD of George Holland than me playing Boogie Woogie, but I hope you'll bear with me.
Do you mind if I lay down on the carpet? Now we just had the new carpet installed here at Handy Hardware, and we're kind of worried that the carpet may be wet. So, William Covington, can you get up and help me put down this wonderful mat that Barbara A. Stone brought because she cares about me jacket. By the way, once again, remember it. Today at Goodwill, in honor of the Viva NashVegas radio show, all around the world, everything is 50% off at the Goodwill store. This is our carpet. Oh, it's a floor mat brought from Barbara A. Stone to protect me from the water. Here we go. And now, Barbara A. Stone, one more thing.
I'm going to do a couple of lines of a piece that was written in honor of Prince George, the new baby. Just 2 lines before I do Feeling.
And it's amazing they decided to name their child George also, because that happens to be my real name, in case you didn't know. Now I'm going to lay it on the floor. Here we go. In honor of the piano. Here she is, the grand dame of the tiny piano. You're fantastic. Even though you're finished now with this musical amazing wonders of the world, would you mind if I ask you that wonderful question I always love to ask? Did I already ask you this question? No, the question I always ask before you play. I can't remember. I didn't have any Cheerios this morning. Did I ask you the question? Barbara A. Stone.
May I kiss your hand?
Might I kiss your hand? What? What? Which one? I'll kiss both of them. Chivalry is not dead. At the Viva NashVegas radio show, the one and only Barbara A. Stone. Yes. Well, I'll tell you what. It's time for us to have a little bit of a hillbilly flashback. Remember earlier we were showing you this thing we had, which was these signs. And when I say hillbilly, David will hold up a sign that says hillbilly. When I say music, David will hold up a sign that says music. When I say museum, he'll say museum. Now, if you can read the signs as he holds them up. This is a special promotion of our hillbilly, music, museum. What we call this is our hillbilly, what's this? It's a white card down there, isn't it? David, this is difficult because this is a new part of our show. We call this part of our show Hillbilly Flashcards. Everybody give them a hand. Come on. Now, during this part of the show, we're going to ask you a question to promote the Hillbilly Music Museum. It talks about one of the exhibits back there. And in this exhibit is somebody very special. And we want to know if you win this question. You have to ask the question back like a question. So I'm going to say who is, and you have to answer who is. It's like Jeopardy. That makes it more fun. You win Billy Joe's Fears cassette. And you will win that if you get this question right. David Spalding, here is the question of the day. It is, who is the Hillbilly Shakespeare? Do we have an answer?
Hank Williams?
What?
Who is Hank Williams?
Who?
Who is Hank Williams?
Come on up here, please. He just asked the question, who? We have a winner. Give him a hand. He is come back at the Hillbilly Music Museum. Now you have to ask that same question on the microphone.
Answer the question.
Who is Hank Williams?
You got it? You're a winner.
That's right. Who is Hank Williams? He is the Hillbilly Shakespearean. You, what is your name, young man? Your name is George Russell. Wow. They might think you're a plant. And that's okay. Everybody's named George here at Historic Handy Hardware, except for Rachel Davis. And you now have won the Billy Joe Spears cassette.
Fantastic. But no cassette machine.
Thank you, George. How about a hand for George? Well, it's time for us to move on to another part of the show. And I'm going to grab my banjo. It's a 6-string banjo, and it's very interesting. There's a man named Sam and Kurt McGee. Which one played the 6-string banjo? Does anybody remember?
Kurt.
Kurt. And it's very interesting because he was maybe the first one to play one on the Grand Ole Opry stage.
He was.
I will probably not be the next because I'm not really a 6-string banjo player.
His great-grandson has visited this show as a friend of ours.
Talk for a second while we bring out the Hillbilly, the Think Globally Act Hillbilly Orchestra.
Well, you can do that, but Barbara was a wonder. And you all know our wonder of the world we have here. You ready, William?
Yes.
Show it to him.
Elvis on a Bobcat.
William, did you have a good week this
Yes,
week?
and I think we need to make an announcement that there is.
We got some business.
Well, no, for some of the first-time visitors here, we have an email that's going around. To make sure that you get your signed email before you leave.
All right. And also, you all, we've got some visitors here today. They're sitting up on the steps over here. It's the group from Moonshine Hill. You all are familiar with
Moonshine Hill Inn. It is quite an amazing place.
That's located in Leaper's Fork, and it's like an inn where you can go stay.
It's not like an inn, it is an inn. Come on up here.
And get up there and say hi to the crowd. Ann Johnson here, say hi to the crowd.
Ann Johnson.
Hi, everybody. How are you?
Okay, so it's called Moonshine Hill Inn.
It's called Moonshine Hill Inn, and it's hillbilly opulent.
Hillbilly opulence.
So if you've never been, let's try that one more time.
Wait, before you go further, what is hillbilly opulence?
Well, I learned that word in the O.J. Simpson trial. That means over the top.
Okay. Opulence.
I believe I've even seen an over-the-top treehouse you have in the back of the inn.
Oh, there's a really cool over-the-top tree house. It was a dead tree. It died in 2007 in our drought, and it just broke my heart, so I built a tree house around it. So now I'm going to petrify it.
All right.
So also you need to look us up on Facebook, Moonshine Hill. It's Moonshine Hill Inn, and I want all of you to come and stay.
Where is it located again?
It's in Leaper's Fork on we are at the hillbilly place. It's in Hillsboro. Some people call it Leaper's Fork. So it's on Old Highway 96. And if you'd like to see it, you just need to give me a call at 500-1234. Can you believe that's my phone number?
Very easy. 500-1234. And that is area code 615.
Yes, it is.
Let's all say that together. 500-1234. That's 500-1234.
Thanks, y'all. Y'all need to come and see me.
Thank you.
Well, at this part of our show, I'll move over here.
What do you got, George?
We got this part of our show that features an instrumental by me. Of course, as you know, I'm not really an instrumentalist.
I thought we had a request.
We had a request, but I decided to play an instrumental anyway. But this, actually, I guess it was April the 3rd. A great friend and a man who wrote so many wonderful songs and promoted country music so much around the world. I'll move over here. He passed away on April the 3rd. And we're going to play you a few tidbits of some of his songs in the way that only I could play, along with the Think Globally Act Hillbilly Orchestra, before we bring up another surprise. The man's name was Arthur Guitar Boogie Smith, and now we're going to play a little bit of my version of Guitar Boogie, written by Arthur Guitar Boogie Smith. Let me see you clap. Come on now. Yeah.
Where did he live, George?
He lived in Charlotte, North Carolina. Thank you. Thank you for your sympathy. And now, for me actually, for my playing. Now, we have one more song that Arthur Smith wrote, and that's probably the reason why we're all playing banjos today. You know, the great kind people at Warner Brothers Pictures said, oh, that song's by an old dead folk singer, an old dead hillbilly. He was not dead, and he got a huge 42-foot long fishing yacht, and maybe a lot of money for this song that you probably are scared every time you hear it. Don't, not half as scared as you'll be when I play it. It goes like this. Before we go any further, how about a hand for Supe on the slide whistle? Originally called Youth Banjos by Arthur Smith. How about a hand for the Think Over That Coming Orchestra Unlimited by Supe on the slide whistle. But not only did Arthur Smith write many great instrumentals, Supe, that was wonderful. You know, I'm sure if Arthur had heard Supe play the slide whistle, he would have included that instead of the banjo on dueling banjos or feuding banjos. It would have been feuding slide whistles.
So you kind of fit the part.
And now it's time to bring on our special guest who's going to sing a song that Arthur Smith wrote that I believe George Beverly Shea recorded and sang on many, many stages. How about a hand for the International Ambassador of Country Music? His name is George. He's George Hamilton IV.
Yes.
I'm George V's old man. And the granddaddy of George VI.
All right.
Arthur Smith was a dear friend, and I had the privilege of being on his television show for several years over in North Carolina. George V mostly grew up in North Carolina when I was working with Arthur Smith. And as he mentioned, he wrote the Guitar Boogie and recorded it back in the 40s, I believe, back in the war years, and it was the first million-selling country music instrumental. And he recorded a record with Don Reno, the wonderful banjo player, in 1955, which he wrote as well, called Feudin' Banjos. And that later became Duelin' Banjos when the movie Deliverance came out, as George V alluded to. But anyway, Arthur has written and recorded a lot of classic country songs through the years, but he's also, as you said, written some wonderful gospel music, a lot of which were recorded by Johnny Cash and George Beverly Shea. The Shadow of a Cross, I Saw a Man, The Fourth Man, some of those songs might ring a bell. But anyway, my favorite Arthur Smith hymn, which he wrote for Bev Shea, is this next little song. He told me once that he was mighty happy with the royalties from Guitar Boogie and also from Duelin' Banjos, but he said, I'm much prouder of a song which George Beverly Shea recorded. By the way, I'm wearing my, you probably wonder why I'm wearing a hat. I'm in a tie today. It's kind of unusual, you know. I'm a little overdressed for the hardware store, but this was a gift of Barbara Stone on my 54th anniversary at the Grand Ole Uproar. Thank you, Barbara. Acres of diamonds mountains of gold, rivers of silver, jewels untold. All these together couldn't buy you or me peace when we're sleeping, or a conscience that's free, a heart that's contented, a satisfied mind. These are the treasures money can't buy. If you have Jesus, there's more wealth in your soul than acres of diamonds, mountains of gold. If we have Jesus, there's more wealth in our souls than acres of diamonds, mountains of gold. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. May Arthur Smith, may he rest in peace. May he rest in peace.
And the songs will live on. Tonight we'll be on the Grand Ole Opry, I believe.
The Fifth and I are going to do that tonight on the Grand Ole Uproar. I think it's 8:15 Central Time, so I hope y'all will tune in if you can. 8:15 at the Grand Ole Opry. We'll be paying tribute to one of the greatest musicians and songwriters ever, but more importantly, he was also a great human being, a wonderful man, and we're going to miss him, but we know where he is. And I'm sure the musicians are coming out of the woodwork up there to welcome Arthur Smith.
Thank you, George, for it. The fun thing about that too is we do remember we have a card table right that way where Rachel and who knows, Walter Egan, Supe, many people may have some CDs. We've got a little bit left before we do Crawdad Ho, but I want to mention also that Arthur Smith built a great recording studio in Charlotte, North Carolina, where James Brown came in and recorded Papa's Got a Brand New Bag. There you go. All right, his name is David Scott. Do you need to get that chair? He does magic. You know what that makes him? That makes him the Magic Man. He's running, he's David Scott. David Scott.
How's everybody doing? I need a victim or a volunteer, and I think I found one earlier. Rachel, come on. Rachel Davis. Have a seat right there. This trick is kind of really for you, okay? Just especially for you. Now, as I do this trick, unfortunately, in magic, sometimes there's bad angles. So some of you guys might see how this thing works. Do us a favor and don't yell out what's going on. Just make sure that she's totally surprised, okay? Now, before we get started, Rachel, do this. Do that. Do that. Do that. Don't move. I need a prop, my prop. Oh, here we go. Okay. Have you ever heard the term, hands are quicker than the eye? You've never heard that term? No. Okay. Well, I tell you what, we'll do a little bit of experiment, just to kind of show you. Roll this up to a little ball. And basically what I want to do is just kind of see which hand it is. Which hand?
That one.
See, she got it. A little help, she got it. Which hand?
That one. That.
No, neither one.
good. Okay. We'll try this again.
Okay.
Okay. You can't see it here.
Right.
If I do my hand like this, it's called palming.
Right.
You
Right.
can't see it there either.
Right.
But if I turn it over, you can't see it here
It's
as
not
well.
like, oh, I get.
Yeah, so you see we're going to do it right here. But if I rub right here,
Okay.
it comes back. All right, let's do it again.
Okay.
Not here.
Okay.
Not here. Not here.
Come on.
Tell you what, we'll use twice as much paper. That means the trick is twice as good,
Okay. Yeah.
twice as technical. Again,
All right.
not there,
No. Yeah.
not here,
Okay.
not there.
Come on.
What? Look again, look real close. Right there.
Come on.
Again, there, right there. See, actually, the hardest part is me turning my hand like that. I tell you what, we'll just do some more.
That could be useful, by the way.
I tell you what, crap, let's just get it bigger. Okay, I tell you what, let me hold on to that for a second.
All right. So, yeah.
All right, yeah, you bring your hand
Okay,
down.
good.
Okay. I tell you what, put your hand on top and one hand on bottom.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's go. It's not there.
Yeah. Do I take your word for it? Okay.
See it's back.
Okay.
It's gone.
All right.
Put your hands back. That's sweet.
That's a good one.
Right from Vegas, everybody. Before I get off, I want to have a couple announcements. Again, the second Saturday of every month at the library in Murfreesboro, we do the Little Abner Magic Club. It's for kids 7 to 17, free of charge. An hour of magic, and actually we're getting the kids now to actually get up and perform. So after about 3 months, we're really proud of what we got. We've got about 15 students right now and really going strong. May 2nd and 3rd in Murfreesboro, the Center of the Arts, we're going to be having a big magic show our club puts on. There'll be 5 of the area top magicians, well really 4 and me. But I'm going to get the chance to get up and do 10 minutes, so if you guys can come out, you can get tickets through the Center of the Arts, so a great thing. I wanted to share with you something else I just started doing about 3 or 4 weeks ago. Amy, if you bring them up. I do mad kids shows and everything, but now I started twisting balloons. Get some out, man. I'm going to. We're going to keep that one, right? And this one. And let's see, little penguin. So here you guys. Pass some of them back if you would.
This guy is so good.
Yeah. Come on! Come on! They just don't fly very well.
Now, folks,
Hey, where you going?
William has a pack of needles.
You can have another. I'm not selfish. I give them more. Here's a couple more monkeys. Just hand them back. And another one. Whee! Thanks, everybody.
The one and only David Scott. He does magic. His name is David Scott. That makes him the Magic Man. Now, here comes some magic on the guitar and vocals and bass and dobro. How about on the dobro over here, the one and only Mr. Al Goss. On the bass, the one and only Tom Comet. And on the vocals and the guitar and some songwriting, I believe, the one and only, all the way back from Ecuador, Michael Kelch. Thank you, George.
We've been working on this for weeks now. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you, George, for having us up here. It's always nice to be here on the show. I'm very grateful. You guys ready? I'm probably gonna go right out the chute here. It's like you're standing at the station all alone, and your baby's on the last train coming home. as she steps off of the car, and you hold her in your arms, and you swear to God you'll never, ever, ever let her go. And she never asked you for a diamond ring. In fact, she never asked you for one single thing. But she gave you all she had, shared the good times and the bad. For better or for worse, ain't that what the preacher said? And if that's what love means to you, it should come to you as no big surprise that everything I thought I ever knew could be reflected in your baby blue eyes. And she knew about the times you tripped and fell, and how you live your own private hell. Confessions of the past never seem to cast a shadow of a doubt that we could make this last. And you were raised by your parents, but you never quite grew. That's the one thing I always held in common with you. And I'll hold you all night, and with all of my might, I would hold you like this for the rest of my life. And if that's what love means to you, it should come to you as no big surprise that everything I thought I ever knew could be reflected in your baby blue eyes, could be reflected in your baby blue eyes, could be reflected in your baby blue eyes.
Thank you very much. The one and only Michael Kelly. Now go. They'll be back up in just a minute. But we have a new part of the show. We always have new surprises. This is a new part of the show that we like to call the 1 minute poem. Now come on up here, Daniel Lane, with a 1 minute poem, and I'm going to get the egg timer over here. David Spalding's going to set this for 1 minute just to make sure, for quality control. Of course, quality control is your middle name because you write some wonderful quality words.
Oh, thank you. I
Your
don't
name
think
is Daniel
it's-
Lane.
Yeah, I don't think of it's quite a minute, but I'll try. So, it's called Springtime because he asked me to write a poem about spring. The spring jumps over the winter's drought and opens up the bluebird's sunk jaw, and it flies into the garden of fig and bloom, and the big green's face in eternity is shown and grown onto its new shed skin and bone. And I stand on the rocks on the edge of the town, and the green grows up. And that's it.
Daniel Lane with Bakery.
A 1 minute poem.
You know, Dave, if you're going to San Francisco, be sure to wear some flowers in your hair. Where did you get that bandana?
I found it actually outside at a park, Pinkerton. Yeah.
Well, in honor of spring, finding it in the park seems like a great place.
Yeah. I thought it was lucky, you know.
Lucky bandana, green, and Irish red hair,
You know
and
what,
the guitar that you found back in the Hillbilly Music Museum.
You know what, George? They do have animal clippers here.
He is, well, you're a modern day troubadour and poet. You're the one and only Babe Curry.
My buddy, baby. Yeah, baby.
How to keep up and keep going ain't the image she is showing, ain't the knowledge she's knowing. It's in the ignorance of the senses. If anybody says it isn't so, try to learn to let it go, 'cause those words are bound to go. Break your mind's fences. Try to keep going. Silver lining is shining every time the sun is showing. Pain is never sure. It don't exist when it's over. Every time is a crime unto the future. Your courtroom hard-headed injustice by and by mavericks. Good luck, it's kiss. Causes eyes and that's a ruckus. And a strong will vacuum dream. The train is coming, can't you hear it? It will not stop if you're near it. It pulls vexation of the spirit and humanity through a smoke screen. Never cease to run and diminish the finish. Make yourself not even want one. The path is yours to choose. Then you shall never lose. Every time is a crime which you can't excuse. Rest in peace, Supe Granda.
And George?
George? I'm having a talking to you. Get up here.
Well, this is the part of the show that is probably bittersweet. Sweet because it includes Carol Ann. For those of you watching out there now on Ustream, you probably know what I'm trying to say. Carol Ann's going to sing this song that'll be so sweet. And of course, it's almost that bittersweet time, which is the end of the show. But it makes it even sweeter because after Carol Ann sings, we get to sing Crawdad Ho. Are you ready for Crawdad Ho? Everyone out there in Wolverhampton, the gal from Wolverhampton is here again. How about a hand for Wolverhampton, England? You know that song. It's like the girl from Ipanema. The gal from Wolverhampton. Well, I guess I get to use this microphone. Oh, because I'm singing harmony. And that makes it a bittersweet thing too, because I need my capo. Carol Ann,
Yes.
you're from a tiny town that's not much unlike Franklin, except they don't have the traffic that Franklin has.
They neither have the traffic nor the beer.
The beer?
Hartselle, Alabama.
The poor man's Franklin minus alcohol.
Carol Ann has a brand new CD called Songs from My Mouth.
No, hymns from my mouth.
Hymns from your mouth, but actually it's hymns from my youth. But you're not that old, so why are you saying that?
Well, you know, shoot, I was younger once.
We all were.
And I wanted to kind of say thank you so much for your pre-orders. I'm going to pass this around one more time in case someone wants to pre-order. I think I'm going to have them 2 weeks from now.
You may remember the last show, the last episode. She had a bit of an episode and she was singing Danny Boy. So we brought out the tissue this time for this song.
What is, what?
Remember you sang Danny Boy, and you took us on an emotional roller coaster ride, I guess you'd call it.
What do I do with this?
If anybody needs one, let me know during the song.
We're handing out, it's two-ply. It's excellent, two-ply.
We've got to pretty much end the show quickly because I know you're about ready to go down to Goodwill for the 50% off sale. Uh-oh, there goes somebody now. So they're running, everyone's ready to go. So now we're going to do a song that features the wonderful tones of Carol Ann Turney, and I'll sing some harmony.
All right.
We also have on bass, Dominic John Davis. And on dobro, Mr. Dobro, Al Dog. Okay, here we go.
Okay, this is one we've done before. Hope you like it. At my door, the leaves are falling. A cold wind has come. Sweethearts walk by together, and I still miss someone. I go out to a party and look for a little fun, but I find a dark corner, 'cause I still miss someone. Oh, I never got over those blue eyes. I see them everywhere. I miss those arms that held me when all the love was there. And I wonder if he's sorry for leaving what we begun. Guess there's someone for me somewhere.
Yes, there is.
And I still miss someone.
Al Gall on the musical dobro. Now Michael Kelch on the Martin guitar.
Oh, I never got over those blue eyes. I see them everywhere. I miss those arms that held me when all the love was there. And I wonder if he's sorry for leaving what we begun. Guess there's someone out there somewhere, but I still miss someone. Oh, and I still miss someone.
One and only, Carol Ann Turney. bass. Now the bass on the marching guitar. Mr. Dobro. I'll go, Mr. Algo.
George the Fifth on the banjo.
Right.
George never sings. Tell him to start singing. Yeah. He goes, I don't want to do that. I just want to host the show.
I just want to host the show.
Well,
I just want to say hello to Mike Skinner back there in the back.
Oh.
Have you been out on the Arbor Day?
Change the subject.
It's Arbor Day in Franklin, Tennessee, along with being 50% off at the Goodwill store. Yes. And now it's time. We like to call this Crawdad Hole Time. Who out there has sung this song with us before? Then you know what we do. When I say, you get a line, I get a pole, honey, you go. And when I say, you get a line, I get a pole, babe, you go. That's right. What do you think about that, Caroline?
No, it was
We
really,
need that slide flute, at least in Caroline's
We need the
face.
slide
Yes,
flute.
we do.
Y'all, we need you to sing from your solar plexus.
Solar plexus.
From the cells in your body must all say honey and babe. Can we try honey? 1, 2, 3. Honey! Almost. 1, 2, 3. Honey! And babe. 1, 2, 3. Babe!
And Viva NashVegas, 1, 2, 3.
Viva NashVegas!
That's right. You're watching the Viva NashVegas radio show live from historic Handy Hardware in beautiful downtown Franklin, Tennessee. Now it's time to take a trip to the musical Crawdad Hole. Are you ready? I can't hear you. Are you ready? Right. This is in the key of G. Thank you, Michael Kelly. How about a hand for Michael Kelly? Here we go. Oh yeah. Put your hands together. Well, you get light, I get cold, honey. You get light, I get cold, babe. You get light, I get cold. We'll go down to the garden hole, honey. Baby, my solo. Harmonica and ukulele solo. Here we go! Yeah, you get light, I get cold.
Let me hear ya.
You get light, I get cold, babe. You get light, I get cold at the Viva NashVegas radio show. Baby,
One more time,
I
everybody.
say, baby, thank you so much. A beautiful downtown Franklin, Tennessee. We love you, man. We love you all. This is the Viva NashVegas.com production. Good day.
Bye bye album. Have a good one.
If you haven't signed up on the email list, please wave your hands.
Wave your hands for the email list. Good day.
Oh my gosh.
Have you done yet? All right. Good to see you.
That was awesome.
Oh, really? Which I was thinking would have pity, but then I thought actually it would be just as well. Otherwise, I'd have spent the whole time. Yes.
She said I did call her. She does have a girl, I think. There was another girl, I forgot she was she's working something with something. But if you walk in the theirs is the first door, and hers is the third door.
When I was about 2 years old, my so I just wanted to watch the I was born in Air Force Base in
Right?